Krista. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a layout for you with that photo right there of my three girls with blankets over their heads. I'm using some of the Hit Kib Club, some of the Truly Grateful collection. This paper you see me cutting up right now is the paper that we got in the Hit Kib Club. It's the Dear Lizzie, She's Magic paper, and it's got these little blocks on it with all these soft and really pretty colors on it. And I'm just cutting them into strips the best I could because they're kind of like off-centered. They're not really like completely straight. So I just cut them the best I could, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using white cardstock to make a background, and I'm using my knockout punches that I got a long time ago from Tuesday Morning. You see my daughter's hand there again. They're always in the video. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to be using some of the strips, not all of them, only the ones that I feel match really well with the photo. So these punches that I have here are border punches, and I got them at Tuesday Morning, and I'm going to be punching some borders onto these strips, and then you're going to see what I'm going to do with them once I get them on my white cardstock. So I'm just going to show you a few of these because really it's really simple. You just pull it along the little guide and you just punch it down and it takes it out for you. And it makes really cool designs. And I use a couple of those. I don't use all of them. I don't use the stars. I think the star is the only one I didn't use. And see how that looks. So I do a couple more of these with a different punch. And I just kind of like just pick and choose and did a couple of each. And the photo that I am doing is a photo of my three girls. They were being silly and they put blankets over their heads and they wanted me to tie it over them. So it was really cute. So I took a picture of them and they were having fun. So now I'm going to go in with this, my glimmer mists that are the Tattered Angels that you guys know I love using all the time. And I'm just going to spray them down on the paper. I did gesso my white cardstock first. And I'm just going to go in with these. And these are really, really glimmery. They're very shiny, shimmery, beautiful mists. I'm just letting it run. I love the effect that it has on the paper. And I actually like the dark spots in some areas. I think it just gives the page more interest, and I really like it. So now what I do is I'm going in and I'm heating each one as I spray them, because I don't want them to run into each other, the colors. I kind of wanted to keep the colors separate. So I'm just going in and drying it to make sure it's really dry. And that one there that I used is called Golden Grape. And I also use Glitter Sunshine and Golden Morning. Those are the three colors. And I did go in and do some splatters too. But see how interesting that looks on the page? I love that. I like the lines. I think it just gives it really cool effects to the page. So now I cut the border strips in these little, I like shortened them and I just like cut them the way I wanted to. Didn't matter what size. And I'm just kind of like scattering them on the page the way I like them. Just looking to see how it would look. And then I'm going to go in there with my photo. And that is where I do place my photo. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to glue these down. And the reason why I'm gluing them down, well, first I distress them, sorry. I wanted to make them look a little rough on the edges. So I just went in with my distresser and I distressed the edges on all of them, sorry. And after I'm done distressing them, then I'm going to glue them down with my glue, my Scotch glue, because when you use gesso or any type of mixed media on your page, you're going to want to use glue, because if you use your tape gun, it just won't stick. So yeah, so now I'm just going to go in and glue them. And once I glue them down, I'm going to like rough them up a little bit, because I didn't want them to be flat on the page. So you'll see I go in each one, and I'm going to start to pull up the edges a little bit on them, so they kind of like pop off the page a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just roughing up the edges to make it a little more interesting. And I really love the way this layout turned out. It was really fun to do. I love using my border punches. They're so much fun. I'm really glad I got them. And I don't think I show you each one, because you kind of get the idea here. I just wanted you to kind of see what I did. And this one paper here I put in wasn't actually a Dear Lizzie, She's Magic. It was actually Truly Grateful. I used it because I wanted to get a little bit of that purplish color in there. So I cut up one of the Truly Grateful 6x8 pads, and I just punched one of the punches on it and added that in. And you see how I'm just putting them any which way. I don't want them perfect. I just want them kind of staggered. And then I'm also going to go in there with some of the Truly Grateful flowers. And I also go in there with some flowers that I bought at Hobby Lobby. They were Prima flowers. And it was when Hobby Lobby was having their sale, their orange sticker sale. And I was able to get them really cheap. So been trying to use up my flowers because I have a whole bunch. So I thought they would look really cool on this layout. So yeah, so that's all of them down. See how nice it looks? And yeah, so now I'm going to go in with the Truly Grateful. And I thought I was going to use this wreath, but I didn't end up using it. It just didn't go. So I ended up going in with some of these flowers. And I didn't like the white border around the flowers. So I ended up fussy cutting them. Because I just wanted the colors. I didn't want the white border around it. It just didn't look right with the white border. So I'm going to go in, and once I pick the ones that I want, I'm just going to fussy cut that white border off and arrange them the way I want. Now, a few of those items you see up top there, I don't end up using them. I thought I was going to use them, just didn't happen. So you see the flowers that I used on the right-hand side, those are going to go right where they are. I thought they're really pretty. They went really well with the layout. And like I said, I'm trying to use up my flowers. So I decided to use them on this layout because I felt they went really well. So yeah, so you see me just fussy cutting, and don't worry, I don't show you the whole thing. And I'm just going to cut the white border off. And yeah, so I'm just going to try and figure out how I want them situated. And I try to rough those up too on the edges because I kind of want them to stick off the page, make them look a little bit more realistic. I just don't like flat flowers on a page. I just doesn't look right to me. So I'm just trying to like make them stick out a little bit. And then once I get them where I want them, I'm going to end up popping them up on some pop dots, some foam dots. And then I stick them back down. And I do go back in and glue these, but I don't glue them on camera because you kind of get the idea that they need to be glued down whenever you use this. So now I'm gonna put some of this craft foam on the back of my photo to pop that up too. And this is just craft foam that I get from Walmart. It's in the kids section. It's really cheap and it's sticky on one side. And now I'm just going to use my Scotch glue and I'm going to glue that down. And the only thing I backed my photo with was white tissue paper, because I didn't want too much, because I already had a lot of color and mixed media going on in the background, and I just felt like it would have been too much. So now I'm just going to go in and put in my flowers where I want them. And I only use a few of them. I don't use a lot. And I also do go in after I put these down. I use one of a brad that I had, embellishment by Dear Lizzie also. And it's a really cute flower brad. And I use it in that left-hand corner of the picture on the bottom. That one right there. So that's going to go there. And then I go in with the Truly Grateful collection, and I'm going to use this as my title, Together, because they're always together. And they're always playing together and hugging each other and just having fun together. So, and they're very close in age. They're 6, 7, and 5. So, and then I'm going to use this saying, all we need is each other, because that's all they do need is each other. They're always going to be close. And I didn't like the white, again, border, so I'm just fussy cutting it. And I just cut the white out. And now I'm just going to stack them right there underneath the photo after I put this brad in. And I will pop the saying on also some foam dots. And once that's down, then I'm going to pop these up, like I said, on some pop dots. And I also glued down that together because it wasn't sticky enough. And I knew it wouldn't stay. And then I end up gluing down my flowers too. And yeah, I can't tell you guys enough how much I love these glimmer mists. They're so easy to use and they make your background look so great. And I just think they're so worth the $10 at Tuesday morning to get them. I can't say enough about them. They're so easy to use. I mean, you just spray them, add a little water, swish your paintbrush around, and you just have a beautiful mixed media background. And they're very shiny. And they're not that expensive, and you get 6 of them. 6 different colors for $10, which is very, very reasonable. So I'm just gluing the flowers down, and then I'm going to glue down my title. And once I get my title down, then I'm just going to go in with some of that pad right, the thickers you see right there from Truly Grateful. There's some hearts on there that I use, and some of those dots. And there's a couple little splatters that I use too. So I use the hearts. It's like this collection went really well with the Dear Lizzie stuff. So I was able to mix the collections quite well. And so I'm just putting some of these hearts down, and then I'm going to go in with some of those little dots. And then what I end up doing at the end, I'll tell you guys now, I end up using another paper from the Truly Grateful collection. I cut down the white cardstock I cut a little bit off the side and the right hand side, and then I end up gluing it on top of one of the Truly Grateful collections. I believe it's number 15 I used of the Paige Evans Truly Grateful collection. Oh yes, and I also go in with these washi tapes from Illustrated Faith, and I just use ones that are close to the colors of the strips, you know, just the colors that are on the page basically. And I just go in and I use a few of these, and I'm just ripping them off this pad and sticking them down wherever, you know, I felt I wanted them. And some say love, love, love. Others have hearts. This one just has dots, the yellow one. And I'm just kind of like sticking them a little underneath each strip. And I end up doing it, I believe I do it for each one. And yeah, and then like I was telling you, after I put these down, these washi tapes, I end up going in and backing this whole layout with another paper, because I just felt like I needed something else. So that's the one I picked right there. And it was number 15. And it was the wash. They were like watercolor, like brush. It looks like a brush of paint on it. And I just end up cutting a little piece off of the edge of my paper here. And then I just glue it on. And then at the top, I end up, after I tape it down, glue it down, I end up roughing the top up a little bit, see? And just have a little bit of the top showing. And that's it. That was it. And here's your close-ups. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you again soon. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And don't forget to hit that bell so you know every time I have a new video. Thanks. Bye.